Aloha everyone, what is really good my dudes? Today is November 1st, 2021. We got another RuneScape update for y'all. Today is another standard patch week, so without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go!
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, before we jump into the patch notes, I want to mention that there is a double XP live starting this Friday. So that is 12 game time Friday on November 5th. You have until 12 game time on Monday the 15th to take advantage of 48 hours of double XP, which you can spend across all the skills in game. If you're familiar with previous double XP lives, you have a pause timer so you can allocate exactly how you spend those 48 hours over the 10 days that you're allotted. So once again, that's November 5th, that's this Friday, game time 12 o'clock until the 15th on Monday, 12 game time. With that out of the way, let's now look at those patch notes and see what's been updated with today's update. So, starting off with the TzekHaar Front. The bad exchange rate achievement has been fixed. Kalzuk's seeded rain fire attack will now reach players who are hugging the barrier. An entry for Kalzuk kills has been added to the adventure log. Adding further ammo to a quiver already holding the same type of ammo will now correctly update the stack rather than replacing the existing amounts. Fixed an issue that was preventing the death spore arrows from working as intended following the TzekHaar Front updates. Arrows are now consumed upon use, and the sprout from death effect now has a chance to trigger. They fixed an issue with the igneous caves that prevented them from being stored in keepsake box. Fixed an issue with blocking tiles during challenge waves in the counter for Zook. Updated the color scheme for the Slayer creatures found in the Sentistan sewers. Fixed an issue with the TzekHaar Jad souls not counting towards the Reaper task, and added preventative measures to stop players teleporting out of the instance right as Hurricane dies in order to repeatedly fight him. And here are a couple of hotfixes that already went live prior to today's update throughout the week. Damage stacked on Kalzuk as he is defeated can no longer cause multiple kills. TzekHaar Front intro cutscene now plays when clicking the crater. Players will no longer crash and disconnect when using the Magma Tempest ability followed by clearing the autocast spell. Players can no longer bypass Zook's hard mode requirement by toggling another boss's hard mode. Omnipower's damage now matches the written tooltip. Additional hits from Wild Magic and Omnipower abilities now hit nearby targets when combined with Greater Chain, and the Scripture of Full Effect now increases damage received instead of reducing it. Moving on to the Glacior front, voice lines from the mages have been added to the Arc Glacior boss fight, and they fixed an issue with queued abilities for Fragments of Lang. Moving on to mobile, the pest control UI is now repositioned under the chat box on the mobile client. A haptic feedback toggle has now been added to the mobile game settings under UI customization. They fixed an issue where the system keyboard was opening during agility course cutscenes, and the keyboard no longer appears when applying cosmetic outfits. Moving on to some other changes, a couple of changes have been made for Resonant Anima. The TzekHaar creatures outside the Kalzuk's arena now drop Resonant Anima of full correctly. Having the ring upgraded with a faction no longer decreases the amount of anima gained from bosses. Increase the amount of anima the player gains from killing creatures within Sentistan, and having a ring upgraded will now continue to drop anima at a 100% drop rate rather than the previous 1/6 chance. A missing hidden spot in the Fortunes mini quest has been re-added, allowing the mini quest to be completed. They fixed an issue where Growth Surge could still be used on an adult legendary pet, wasting it. They've updated missing or misnamed items in the player log. Scripture of Jas has been added to the log. Superior Tailbone is now Superior Longbone. Superior Tooth now Volcanic Fragments, and Superior Claw is now Tribal Fin. They've added transitions for warning message when gathering darkened fungus in the Corrosis fight. And finally, the barrels rise at a 6 teleport destination option on PVM Hub portals will now teleport you to the well correctly. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below. Head on over there, check them out. With that, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.